All right, college football playoff committee. This more like it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugas. And today I'm going to talk about the big breaking news. The college football playoff committee has decided to go to straight seeding instead of rewarding the full highest conference champions with buys, unlike last year. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dollar on the Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, that information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, man. This more like it, man. Look, I love the idea of the college, the 12-team college football playoff. But the one thing I had a huge issue with last year was the seeding. The seeding sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, under no world do you have Boise State and Arizona State with a bye, in a college football playoff. That shouldn't happen. So now what's gonna happen is, the four highest, conference champion teams will get there. They'll be in the playoff, but they're not gonna get rewarded with a bye, man. For example, last year we know the college football playoffs was Oregon was the one seed, Big Ten champ. Georgia was the two seed SEC champ. Arizona, was it Arizona State? No, Boise State was the three seed. The Group of Five school conference champ. Arizona State was the four seed Big 12 champ. And Clemson, was the one that didn't get the top four, was the 12 seed. But and then you had basically Texas as a five seed. You had Penn State as a six seed, Notre Dame as a seven seed, Ohio State, the national champion, as an eight seed, Tennessee as a nine seed, Indiana as a 10 seed, and SMU as an 11 seed. Well, if the new format would have been in play last year, you would have had Oregon as the one seed, Georgia as the two seed. You would have had Texas as the three seed. You would have had Penn State as the four seed. Those were the top four teams, literally, and those teams would have got the first round buys. You'd have had Notre Dame as a five seed taking on 12 seeded Clemson. You would have had six seeded, Ohio State taking on 11th seeded, I think it was Arizona State. Yeah. You would have had seven seeded, you know, um, Tennessee, taking on 10th seeded SMU, and you would have had eight seeded Indiana taking on nine seeded Boise State. That's more like it. You know what I'm saying? If those were the seedings, then yeah, that would have made. Because in fairness, man, Oregon should have not had to play Ohio State in the second round, man. Like that just was not right. You know what I'm saying? Oregon would have got a Indiana Boise State winner at home. Well, not at home, but in the Rose Bowl or whatnot. And then, they would have got like a rematch potentially with a Penn State or a Notre Dame matchup. It would have made for a better playoff, man. Like somebody told me a while back, mentioned to me that, you got a lot of these mid majors that's like 30-3 or whatever the case may be going into the NCAA March Madness tournament, but they still a 13 seed or a 14 seed. They ain't a three seed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, seed these teams accordingly, man. Seed them right. And I think it's gonna be a good look going forward. And I know a lot of people gonna go the blowback, the rebuttal gonna be, well, you making the championship games don't mean anything. They still mean something. I mean, look, for example, Arizona State and Iowa State basically played for a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Arizona State made the playoff because they won the Big 12. Um, Clemson was able to get into the playoff because they won the ACC. But the thing is, you still automatically get in if you win. Now I know, like the SEC and the Big Ten loser is still, is not going, is going to still make the playoff. But look, with the new seeding, I mean, hell, like Texas would have been a 3 seed. Though they lost the SEC championship, they still would have been a 3 seed. Penn State would have still been a 4 seed. So I mean, they wouldn't have get hurt like that for losing those games, man. So I think it's a great idea, man. I actually think the NCAA did a great thing by doing the whole reseeding thing, man. You just can't have Boise States and Arizona States with buys, man. All due respect to them, those teams didn't have better years, than Notre Dame and Texas and Ohio State and all these schools there, man. So shout out to the NCAA playoff committee for getting this thing right. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have LSU, NCAA, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.